is also a rivalry week for the Iowa Hawkeyes. And for more on the resumption of the Cy-Hawk series, we say hello to Marc Morehouse, who covers Hawkeye football for the Cedar Rapids Gazette. Marc, we start on paper where this is not a very good Iowa State team. But of course, in reality, these games always closer than we would expect. What's the biggest concern for Kirk Ferentz's team?
If Iowa State can find some rhythm in the passing game, which, Miami of Ohio did kind of last week against the Hawkeyes. So if Iowa State finds that it has the weapons to really hurt Iowa, Alan Lazard, 6'5", speedster, junior from Iowa, from Urbandale, terrific wide receiver. Joel Lanning's a quarterback. Had some bad turnovers last week. I expect him to improve a lot from week 1 to week 2. So I think if you look at Iowa State, where it can hurt Iowa, Iowa wasn't great against the pass last week. 266 yards from Miami's quarterback. So that's where Iowa State can get him.
On the flip side, where did the Iowa coaching staff find the most positives in last week's win over Miami University?
Has to be the running game. Iowa's offensive line was dominant. Tight end George Kittle, who his only target he dropped, but he was a massive blocker on Saturday. I think if this game goes the way I think Ferentz wants it to go, I will have 60 carries, probably average about 3.9 yards a carry, and basically make this game a one long headlock.
Well, they certainly have the running back depth to do exactly that. Kirk Ferentz making news on Tuesday, agreeing to a contract extension. Marc, he was already locked up through 2020. Now he's locked up into 2026. You and I both know what these extensions actually mean. Usually not much more than the paper they're actually printed on. But in your opinion, does this almost guarantee Kirk Ferentz finishes his college coaching career at Iowa?
Yeah, I think so. He's 61 now. If he makes it to the end here, he'll be close to 70 after this contract. So there's some big milestones ahead. He's 15 more wins. He'll be Iowa's all-time winningest coach ahead of Hayden Fry. And the weirdest, Iowa is kind of if you think about in the college football landscape now, Iowa in the last, if Ferentz makes it to the end, in the last 47 years, Iowa will have had 2 coaches, and Iowa will have had just 3 athletics directors since 1970 if Gary Barta makes it to his final year in 2021. So I don't know what that says about Iowa, except that, boy, it sure puts a value, $4.5 million a year. In Ferentz's case, they'd really put a value on continuity.
No doubt, the dictionary definition of stability. Marc Morehouse of the Cedar Rapids Gazette. As always, Marc, we appreciate your time.
Thank you, Rick.